Hey peeps, welcome in, welcome in. It's me, Pigeon Wishes, your resident pigeon fae from the UK. Oh, let me put my detective outfit on. Hi Carl, welcome in. I should get Snarmy his little detective hat as well. I didn't think about it. Detective. What colour did I say his was? I think Snarmy's detective hat was olive green? My precious boy's detective hat. It's close enough. Snarmy and me doing some investigating. Ooh! Holy shit! You'll be the first person to become VIP on the channel. Because that's what become my minion means. You will be my minion. And then when I need you to kill someone, I will point in a direction and say, "Go, my minion." Yeah, you're being recruited into my army. Yeah, it's perfect. You're being recruited into my army. It's mandatory military service for the Pigeon Wishes army. Then if you agree to be my minion, there is no getting out of it, I'm afraid. Yeah, I had a weird day today. I took a very long nap in the middle of the day, so I'm kind of like not got much to talk about because I just had a very long nap. Because my mentor for my apprenticeship is like sick at the moment, so she went home really early. So I was only in the studio for like 2-3 hours, which isn't horrible. And I've got stencils ready for tomorrow just in case I have to do work from home. But yeah, I just didn't do much today. It's been a very chill day. I had a fruit scone for the first time in fucking ages, and it was good. Because I got it from a new bakery, like a proper bakery. And it was nummy. I forgot how much I like fruit scones. I won't yappage too much before we start the game, because from what I understand, I'm going to need to yap a lot during this game. So we can get started in it. So for those who... Model freak the fuck out then. This game seeks to emulate, to a certain degree, the experience of investigating a murder case. You will need to search each location carefully, find clues to proceed, use your observation and deduction skills to uncover the hidden secrets. We recommend writing your own notes or taking advantage of the in-game camera. The game autosaves whenever you enter a location. Should you encounter a bug or problem while playing, such as being stuck behind furniture or getting pushed out of the game world, use the reload button. Okay, that's fine. I'm glad that they tell us what to do. So this game is quite old.
So the chief has entrusted you with my assignment, hey? I hope it didn't interfere with your weekend plans. Anyway, he told me to call you and fill you in on it. You remember the murder that happened a few years back that was never solved? The one at Painscreak where the ex-mayor's wife was killed? Well, the property's being auctioned off soon, so we don't have much time to dig up anything that's relevant to the case.
Okay, so we're finding out what we're doing,
hopefully it'll be
who we are and what we're doing.
Anyway, take care. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.
So it looks like we're just investigating the murder of a mayor's wife at the moment, because they're selling the mansion. That tells me the mayor himself is probably dead as well now. The Hartford Times, 212 Greenwood Street, Northville, NL 42779. RE, who killed Vivian Roberts? August 3rd, 1999. In 1995, Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman and wife of a former mayor, was murdered and dragged to the front of her own home. The case was never solved and the killer never found. It was rumoured that a private investigator was in Painscreak sometime later, but there was no more on that. Last week, we received news that a large swaths of Painscreak County will be auctioned off soon. We would like to revisit this story and attempt to find out the following. Who killed Vivian Roberts? What was the motive? What was the murder weapon? Please submit your findings and a front page photograph for your story to be published. Richard Harris, Editor-in-Chief. Don't forget to bring the camera. Nice! So yeah, this game is a classic horror game. It's almost like... I remember watching, like, I remember, oh no, I don't think I actually watched it, but I remember seeing episodes of this getting released by John Wolfe at around about the same time that he played Scratches. And if you know what Scratches is, that game is like one of the first murder mystery games released on Steam ever. And this is up there. This is like quite an old murder mystery, but I was in the mood for something like classic. So there may be some jank. Let me know how the volume is and stuff, because I think this game can get quite loud. And my very polygonal car. My incredibly polygonal car. It has stickers instead of headlights. Don't tell the policeman. Oh, welcome in, sad weebs. Yeah, I know a lot about murder games because I've always been interested in murder games. I'm trying not to play too many ones that I have already seen playthroughs of. But I've been watching murder games since I was like 11. About there. It would have been just like the last couple years of primary school. I started watching YouTube videos of like YouTube horror games. And I've been watching the same content creators since then, because I've somehow managed to avoid any of the ones that turned out to be weirdos. Like, all of my content creators are still fucking good. Right, welcome to Painscreak, population 0. The sheriff's office. There's something on the posted on the window. It might be important. Cemetery gate padlock, 11:31. Okay, I don't have the thing for that. Let's go in the sheriff's office. Okay, we can turn the lights on. There's no reason not to. Oh, I might turn... Is there settings? I'm turning bloom off. I'm also turning off chromatic aberration. We can leave the vignette on. I'm trying to see... Camera sensitivity, I need to turn that down a little bit. That any better? Yeah, that's better. Ooh, bless me. Turn that one back on. Nothing in this jail cell from what I can see. Some light switches don't work. Find another way to see better in the dark. Well, we got a flashlight. Oh, this is the old days back when the toggle flashlight button was L and not F. A map of Painscreak. So, there's Black Pine Road leads to the hospital. Silver Lake Boulevard leads to the mayor's mansion. And the cemetery. I feel like we're going to need to reference this map. Oh yeah, we're keeping the map. That's hard to know whether an old game will let you do that or not. Moon Cafe, 35 Black Pine Road, Painscreak. Come check our selection of exquisite recipes to taste. Our lattes are known as the best in the county. Come and have a chat with our friendly baristas. Lunch and dinner only £9.99, so like a tenner. Special offer. In partnership with Anne's Courtyard Inn and Suites, if you show our baristas your receipt or room tag, you will receive a free cup of our signature moon latte. Oh, that's a good deal. Missing child. Joshua S. Taylor. He disappeared in 1989. He disappeared at 13. Biracial, red hair, brown eyes. About 5 foot tall. Last seen at the playground. Okay. So that might be something we have to solve as well. Vivian Roberts, successful businesswoman and wife of ex-mayor, found dead in front of her home. Their death to strike Painscreak in less than a year. Vivian Roberts, the wife of ex-mayor Charles Roberts, was found dead in front of her home at 1 Maple Drive, Painscreak, at 7:15 a.m. Mary Martinez, a maid currently working at the mansion, was retrieving the morning paper when she saw Vivian's body. She immediately called 911. The Painscreak sheriff, James Howard, arrived shortly, and the victim was pronounced dead. The time of death was estimated to be between 11 p.m. last night and 1 a.m. this morning. The body is currently at the coroner's office waiting for an autopsy. The people of Painscreak have started grieving for her. Candles and flowers were placed at the gates in front of her home, where she was found. Vivian was indeed a person whom many respected and adored. Her success in business, her loyalty to her family, and her love for the people of Painscreak were unsurpassed. She will be missed. Okay, journal. Oh, so it takes track of all the notes we find as well. Okay, this, for a game as old as this, that's really good, because I've played on this channel plenty of games more modern than this that don't save the notes that you find, and you have to go back to find them all again. And I hate that. If it was me in real life, I would be, like, keeping an eye on everything. I would keep everything with me, just in case I needed it. Scott Brooks, Painscreak Trinity Church pastor's son, suspected for killing Vivian Roberts. Witnesses reported seeing suspect fleeing from the murder scene late night. The police apprehended Scott Brooks yesterday afternoon. He was residing at the Roberts hunting cabin by the trailhead. According to a witness, who at this time has wished to remain anonymous, he was coming home late on July 19th at around 11:50 p.m. when he saw Scott walking very quickly away from the Roberts mansion, heading down to Silver Lake. Although Scott looked upset, the witness did not think it unusual until a few days later when he came across the newspaper article on Vivian. Roberts' murder, feeling uneasy about the whole situation, he called the police. Shortly after the call was made, the police arrived at Scott's cabin and questioned about his whereabouts the night Vivian died. Scott said he did meet her that night, but said he had nothing to do with her death. Scott was later brought down to the station for further questioning. What's this? Okay, notes from the police officer. Vivian Roberts' funeral was held this afternoon. Bernard the butler, Dorothy the head servant, Derek the family chauffeur, and his mum, Wanda, who is fighting cancer, attended. Vivian's husband, Charles, came with their daughter, Tricia. Charles did not utter a word. He was very quiet. Most of the town came and paid their respects at the funeral. Halfway through the ceremony, Tricia started to weep loudly. Dorothy brought her elsewhere, and the crying died down. I noticed that Dorothy looked tired. It must have been tough to take care of Tricia. She's been having multiple breakdowns. I can't blame her. With the loss of her mother and her boyfriend being accused as the killer, it must have taken a toll on her. I feel sorry for the whole family. The town of Painscreak is quickly becoming a ghost town. The population has decreased drastically over the years. Ever since the deaths occurred, it seems that more and more people are actively looking to leave this town. It's sad to see once lively town become as it is now. It's been almost 6 months since Vivian was killed. Her death still bothers me. Why was she killed? Oh, welcome in, Bands. What was the killer's motives? She was someone who earned the love and respect of the community. No employee of hers, nor any citizen of Painscreak, reaped any benefit from her passing. It doesn't make any sense. Painscreak Community Hospital is officially closed. The remaining patients have been allocated to other hospitals that will provide suitable services for them. To be honest, it's hard to watch them leave. I wonder if the day will come when I will be reassigned somewhere else. That didn't really tell us any new information, per se.
Hi, this is Steven. I just wanted to make
My
sure
day's been
the
well,
package
thank
was sent.
you for asking.
Again, I'm currently at Anne's
I
quarter.
mostly had a big nap.
Any extra
That's kind of
info you
most of
have,
what I
much
got up to
appreciated.
today, is have a
Thank
big
you very
nap.
much. Talk to you later.
I was not paying attention to that.
Hi, this is Steven. I just wanted to make sure the package was sent. Again, I'm currently at Anne's courtyard. Any extra info you have would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
Let me see, is there? There's not like subtitles, is there? Subtitles. Yes, we want subtitles. Nice. Yeah, it's been one of those days. Everyone's feeling a little bit sick at the moment, I think. And now, County Sheriff's Department. Work relocation. Dear Sheriff James Howard, due to the decreasing population of Painscreak County over the recent years, we've decided to delegate manpower elsewhere. This letter is to inform you that you have been reassigned to Ground County starting May 14th, 1998. Please report to our office before May 12th. So he did get yeeted, basically. But all of the stuff is still here, which is kind of odd. There's a key here. A key for the desk. Oh, we've got to open our inventory to use the key. Use. Okay. Vivian Roberts murder case report. This report is an update of what happened to Vivian Roberts. Scott Brooks, the only suspect of this murder case, was apprehended a few days after Vivian's body was found. According to our investigation, someone saw Scott around 11:30 p.m. near the woods north of the mansion. 2 hunters were looking for more wood for their bonfire when they heard shouting. They witnessed Scott and Vivian arguing, however they were too far to hear the contents of the argument. 6 months prior to Vivian's death, Scott was fired from working at the mansion. She cited Scott for tardy work and rebellious behaviour. She also prohibited Scott from visiting the mansion and meeting Tricia, who by then had a close relationship with Scott. We are currently investigating the case. Scott is our main suspect in Vivian's murder. Well, if he's the main suspect right now, that probably means that he didn't do it. Because it's not going to be... Oh, I meant to pick that up. Pick up. It probably means that he didn't actually do it. Oh, we need a code for this. Is there a code? Hidden anywhere. $18.17? We can try that. 18.17. No. Let's have a look around for more potential. More potential notes that could lead to more things. I doubt it's going to be the day Vivian died. Maybe we've just got to come back here. Yeah, maybe we've just got to come back here with more information. Because I don't think we have an answer how to open that filing cabinet yet. Notice closed for good. And we use this key, I'm assuming? Ooh, that was loud. Okay. This is a cute little town. It's got like a nice river. Now, where do we want to start our investigation? Do we want to start at the mansion and work our way around, maybe? Because that's where the body was found, so should we start at the mansion and work our way to the hospital? Or do we just have an investigative? Everyone round? I say that and immediately get distracted. I am going to go to the options and turn down the master volume a little bit. Music can go up, but the background noises are a bit loud. There we go. This is an odd little courtyard area. There's got to be a reason we can investigate over here. Oh, this door's not boarded up. But it is locked. So 22 is accessible. Children's play area. Children must be supervised by a responsible adult. This is near where the boy in the missing poster disappeared. Oh, I'm just going to leave my flashlight on. Shouldn't go into the water. My camera can get wet. Oh, this is the cabin. There's a well. To-do list: get more firewood, give Trisha my spare cabin key, fix Mrs. Patterson's sink, visit Andrew at the hospital, check hospital for missing tools. So Trisha has the spare cabin key. So it seems like we should probably just go straight to the mansion. It's so weird investigating a town and it's just completely empty. Oh, 4 looks lookable-inable. Nine looks investigatable. Towns in real life don't have these like weird little boxes that let you turn the power off from the outside. That seems like a mistake waiting to happen. Like, well, at least not over here. They don't. Because that seems like an easy way to get yourself, like, murder burgered. Is this the detective, the other detective who claims car then? Because there's a picture of that missing boy in there. Oh, we can enter this house. I think this was number 9. Oh, this is like the cafe, the bar or whatever. Old-fashioned way to listen to music. Bottle of wine. The barber shop, Sunday worship. Okay. I don't know what if this is going to be important. So there seems to have been an accident that happened before anything else. What can you do if you're locked out of your car? Hooked end of the tool. Okay. So we need to find possibly a Slim Jim to break into that car. And this just tells us how to do that. There's a festival. Explore the area. Well, someone was playing darts. So red has a 18 and a 8. So they've got a 16. No, wrong. A 26. And then yellow has a 30. So yellow won. Don't know if that's going to be important, but like, maybe. Anything behind the bar? Oh, a key. Here's the key that you requested, 7 Black Pine Road. So we have the key for 7. Painscreak Community Hospital closes its doors after 60 years of service. Fund embezzlement suspected as key factor. Painscreak Community Hospital, one of the leaders in long-term rehabilitation for the elderly in Newland, has finally closes its doors after 60 years of service. Painscreak Community Hospital first opened its doors in 1936, serving as the humble abode for the treating patients and provided boarding for those in need of prolonged treatment. Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman, saw the need to revamp the hospital in the early 70s. She founded the Roberts Relief Foundation with the main purpose to support the needs of the village of Painscreak, starting with the hospital. By the early 80s, the population of the village and local areas had started to decline rapidly. Many young people who went to college did not return, and the number of seniors was quickly rising. Oh, it gives us another chance to get a flashlight. The people who were staying in different places. Stephen Moss booked in but didn't leave. So that's 204.
Hi, this is Oliver Gibson. I just wanted to thank you for letting me borrow your toolbox and shovel. I'm currently out of town for a few days, and I didn't get the chance to return it yet. In the case you need them, it's currently sitting in my photo lab. Ask Mrs. Patterson for my spare key.
Okay, wherever Mrs. Patterson lives, she's got his other key. A case of Da Vinci wine. Oh, we've got a lot of keys here. We're going to be able to go into all of the a lot of rooms. Lock toolbox. Okay, so we'll definitely be coming back here. Anything in this bathroom? No. A letter? Here's some of our usual customers. You might want to memorize this. Church number 4. The church? Oh, the photo lab is 5 Walnut Avenue. 76 Silver Lake Boulevard. Roberts Estate, 1 Maple Drive, painscreak. Mrs. Morris's house. Mrs. Hall's house. Okay, that feels like useful information for later. We have the key for 204, so we can open 204. It's a bit annoying that we have to look directly at where the keyhole is. Nothing in this bathroom. They chose some creepy ass music for this. Oh, there's a Bible. A Bible. And it appears like actually nothing else. Suspicious vent cover. Do we have 203? We do. So there was nothing in 204. I'm just going to close this door again to let me know. Don't bother. No, nothing here. Do any of these lights work? No. Oh, the Bible appears to be just standard fare for all of the rooms then. It tells us nothing about the people who were here. So nothing in 203. Late rent fee due. Thank you for your rent payment. As stated in your rental agreement, however, when a rent payments are not received by the 4th of the 4th, you may pay additional rent because of a late charge due to or because you do not qualify for the rent discount. The required additional amount was not included in your payment and is therefore now due. Please send the additional rent amount of £85 or $85 at once. Bring your credit balance up to date and remove it from the delinquent list. This amount must be paid within 7 days from the date of this notice. Thank you for your prompt cooperation. It's past due. 201. Do we have 201? No, we have 202. So let's have a look in here then. So that's Stephen's room, is 202. And it looks like he's just up and vanished at some point. Another Bible. Painting. Lots of rooms. Nothing particularly useful in any of them. Other than knowing that Stephen has gone walkabouts from the looks of it. Okay, I think that's all that we can do in here. We will have to try going somewhere else and see if we can get anything else. the cafe, maybe? No, the cafe is locked. We're on Walnut Avenue. Where is Walnut? If we follow Walnut around, we'll get to the street that vaguely leads to the mansion. Or maybe the cemetery? Depends on which direction I am going and whether it is the correct one. I'm assuming this has got to be the mansion. No, this is the hospital. I don't really want to investigate here first because I feel like this is going to be a pain in the ass. I want to investigate the mansion first because hopefully that's slightly smaller and easier to navigate. So, we're at the hospital. We want to go Town Centre Drive. This way. Then we want to go Walnut, which is this one. And then we go left. Yeah, there we go. This is the way to the mansion. This game is probably going to take us a while, I think. No, that's apparently the exit. Is this the way to the mansion? This has got to be. That's a very mansion-y gate. I say as if I know what the fuck a mansion actually looks like. All I've ever seen is those McDonald's mansions. Which is a real term. It just means newer mansions. Yeah, a McDonald's mansion is what they call the mansions that, like, YouTubers and shit buy. I don't know why. I'm sure it's fine, don't worry about it. It was said her body was found outside. Oh, the whole place is still open. Just like awards. Vivian Roberts. Oh, for the hospital. Yeah, just she won a bunch of awards for being a good person. I wonder what the husband was up to not notice that she'd been murdered during the night. Because that obviously means that they probably don't share a bedroom then. I'm guessing. The Roberts family. Like, you think you would notice your wife not being in your bedroom at like 12 o'clock at night? Dr. Henry Johnson found drowned in vehicle at bottom of Cherry Creek Lake. Body submerged in water for as long as 15 days. A burgundy car was found at the bottom of Cherry Creek Lake yesterday afternoon. A swimmer, who chose to remain anonymous, said he was diving in the lake when he saw what appeared to be a red car glittering at the bottom of the lake. He swam towards the vehicle and shocked to see that a body in the driver's seat. He quickly called the police. 3 hours later, the vehicle was pulled out of the lake and the body was identified as Dr. Henry Johnson. Based on the police report, the body has been in the water for between 10 and 15 days. Painscreak Community Hospital confirmed that Dr. Johnson last checked in on June the 28th, 1995. The hospital staff assumed that he had left Painscreak for business purposes, which Dr. Johnson was known to do rather privately. There was no missing persons report. I like how they put a flashlight in every building, so you really can't miss it. Okay, no messages for the family. Time for me to ransack their house. Oh, what's this note? Anyone delivering food to the church on Saturday, please lock all doors and return the key under the flower pot before leaving. Okay, that tells us there's a key on the flower pot somewhere. I'm just going to open every cupboard and drawer in their house. Adios. The cereal that tells you bye-bye. Ooh, a key. What is this for? We will find out eventually. I will just have to try it on every room. And hope that eventually we figure out what one it is for. I want to stay on the bottom floor to begin with. Maid's quarters. Or not her quarters, but the main servant's room from the looks of it. A diary. May 24th, 1993. I've been here for almost 3 months. Everyone treats me well. Most of the workers have been here for a long time. Some as long as 30 years. Dorothy is probably the oldest maid here. She's really nice and is responsible for taking care of all the maids. She's always giving me snacks. The other oldest worker is probably Bernard, the butler. He's so serious, I don't think I've ever seen him smile. Dorothy and Bernard don't talk much to each other, however. They are perfect when it comes to tending Charles's and Vivian's needs. I guess that's why they're in charge here. I noticed Charles and Vivian are never together much either. Even when they're both at home, they don't seem happy. What's going on? Vivian was passing by when I broke the vase. I must have been really nervous because I stood there for God knows how long. I thought she would scold me or even fire me. Instead, Vivian invited me to have tea with her. She asked about my parents and what I wanted to do in the future. I told her I hoped to open my own deli someday. She said I could do anything if I set my mind on it and worked really hard. Like me, she used to be poor. Now she's a successful businesswoman. I hope to be like her someday. Wanda is sick. I've heard she has cancer, and it's been 2 months since I took over for her. Her son Derek stays with her whenever he's not driving for Charles. I feel sorry for them. Luckily, Mr. Roberts helps with their financial needs. I pray she gets well soon. Andrew shouted at me for walking on the grass, though I was sure I didn't step on it this time. He's always drunk anyways. Scott told me to ignore him. I'm not sure how he could be so patient, always taking care of Andrew and covering his workload. I would have assumed that Scott was Andrew's son if I had not known that Father Matthew adopted him years ago. He's so nice and talented, not to mention handsome, if only he wasn't taken. So, Andrew's a drunkard. The dead wife wanted nothing fucking to do with the husband. She was like I'm just here because I have to be. Oh, wait, does this tell us? No, it doesn't work on that drawer. or that door. It's annoying that the electricity is not on. Home gym. Fair do. Oh, Ben has got a key. What's this key for? We also do not know. Bernard, Charles, Derek, Tasha, and Vivian. Shifts. Sunday is mornings Bernard, Derek, Trisha. I don't know what this is for, but it seems like a shift schedule for something. We'll try this key first. No. Maybe this key? No. So there's going to be some locked doors up here. I forgot to return the servant room's key in time, so I left the key in the kitchen drawer. Sorry about that. Oh, so this is this key then. It's good that they told us what key this was for. A nice, like, big wardrobe. Oh, there's a note. What's this note? I need to report Scott to Bernard. His suspicious acts are getting out of hand. Today I saw him peeking into Mr. and Mrs. Roberts' room from the window. He's been told many times now not to do this. So Scott was being a creepo. They got a TV in their room. That's decent for the 90s. For servants, at least in the 90s. Another diary. I was cleaning the mansion attic today when I found Derek and Wanda's old stuff. I asked Derek about it and he told me he used to live here with his mum until he was about 6. We chatted for like an hour. I've never talked to him that much. I felt quite nice talking with him. Rather relaxing. I had to interact with Bernard today. His left wrist was swollen pretty badly. When I asked what happened, he claimed to have fell during rock climbing and twisted his left hand, so he can't help with writing the Easter invitations this year. I told him he only needs his right hand for writing. He looked at me as if I was joking. How could I have not known he was left-handed? Dorothy asked me to help clean her house tomorrow. I didn't know she had her own place. I thought she lived with the Roberts family in the nanny's room. Oh, hi Mixor. My day's going well. Thank you for asking. She said she hasn't used the house for the past few months, but it needs to be taken care of every now and then. She'll be 60 this year. I think I should help her. The address is 40 Black Pine Road. Snaramy's doing well. He's helping me investigate a murder. A murder most foul. Trisha and Vivian had an argument during dinner. Vivian's thinking to send Trisha to college, but Trisha wants to be with Scott. She's not thinking straight. I was about to clean the gallery when I noticed the door was already slightly open. I looked inside and saw Mr. Roberts standing in front of a painting. Right before he left, I heard a faint click. As he was leaving the gallery, I hid in the staircase hallway. When I was sure that he was gone, I went into the gallery to see what he was so entranced by. It's just a painting of an old woman with a white headband. I wonder what's so interesting about this lady. There'll be a grand party to celebrate Trisha's birthday this evening. She'll be officially 21 years old. Trisha and Scott are meeting at the shed behind the mansion. They called it their secret hideout. I know Vivian doesn't want Trisha to be with Scott. Should I tell her about it? Dr. Johnson's dead. He was the head of Painscreak Community Hospital as well as the Roberts family doctor. The police came by and asked if Vivian would be willing to go down to the station for another interview. I was nervous, but Vivian was very calm and accepted their request. She came back in the evening and assured us that everything was okay. She had nothing to do with Dr. Johnson's death. His death was purely on accident. Press X to doubt. I was cleaning Mrs. Roberts' tea room when I stumbled across a pile of letters full of negative comments addressed to her. Why on earth does she keep those letters? She, more than anybody in this town, doesn't deserve to be attacked by these faceless cowards. These people may not see the positive impact she's made for the community. It's not her fault that her business deals can't please everyone. So she does have enemies. I don't know that there's anything else in this room. Okay, we've investigated the servants' quarters now. That room is still locked. What keys do we have? We don't have any keys left. Oh, we should maybe look at the other stuff in our inventory. Oh, we're a girl. I thought we were a boy. We're Janet Kelly. We have a camera and the goal. A balcony. Anything on this balcony? Not that I can see. A sheet to count scores. Fair do. Anything behind the bar? 20 years later, Painscreak still honours the lives of the coal mine workers. Despite shock and pain, it was a tragedy that united everyone. 20 years ago, 6 members of this village, together with 13 others from the towns of Hillsday and Old Creek, perished in one of the coal mine demolition programs. The coal mine belonged to the Roberts Mining Company. Vivian Roberts, who had just married into the Roberts family, started a fundraising event that raised $96,000, contributing $24,000 from her own company. A total of $120,000 was compensated to the 6 families. This is a very small sum compared to what those families lost, and no amount of money can replace the loved ones, Vivian told the press. What we can do, however, is provide them with whatever help they may need, and for those who have helped financially, the Roberts family thanks you. The words not only comforted those families. So Vivian became popular because she helped after the mining disaster. Oh! A list of Da Vinci wine information. They ordered a lot of wine, and then someone opened a stainless steel bottle opener. Yeah, they owe a total of like almost £5,000 on just wine. I assume it wasn't Vivian doing that. I assume it was maybe the husband. Oh, another note. I'm sorry, Thomas. I must have forgot to check inventory. Apparently we're missing a case of Da Vinci's. Don't tell Miss Roberts. So a case of wine went missing. Again, I'm assuming it's the husband because we know that we know at least one member of this household is an alcoholic. They said Andrew. I'm assuming that's just the husband. This door is locked. Lots of locked doors in the mansion. Not surprising. A kind of useless tiny balcony. This is all off. Another outdoor area. Notes for Vivian's tea schedule. Tea Tea time is 3:20. Use the flower pattern cup for Mondays. Gold line cups are for guests. Use half a cup of milk. Always leave sugar on the side. Never interrupt unless she calls for you. Again, fair enough. Those sort of rules make sense to me. There doesn't appear to be any other notes here. Maybe we'll need to memorize who uses what. We haven't been in this room yet. What's this? Oh, a map of the... This would have been useful. A map of the mansion. Any other bits in here? Not that I can particularly see. If anyone spots a note that I'm missing, let me know. I can't open the security doors yet. Okay, back garden time. Oh, that's so annoying because there's another map there. But we can't get to it because we don't know the office, like, information. Any other bits here that seem like they may have useful information? Can't open that. We don't know the information to get into this shed yet. Having a look around the shed just to check there's no like key on the floor. Something that may be useful later. Well, there's the case of wine that went missing. The garage, it's locked. We may be exhausting the mansion. You know, there might not be much else left here for us to look at. Because we've got no new keys for the mansion. So I get the distinct feeling we're going to have to leave and come back. Okay. Where do we want to go next is the question. We could try different houses. We're looking for a house that has a flower pot outside it. Oh, this seems like the kind of place. Apparently not. Where are we? Not a jar of glue. It doesn't say anywhere what house this is, does it? It's number 40. Number 41 is closed. 39 is closed. What is this? Black Pine. So this may actually be the old lady's house that we were thinking of. Just checking the flower bed. Because they said something about a key in a flower thing. Right. No, not that one. And not that one. Well, worth a try. Gross little alley. We'll try the keys here. Oh, I don't think we can open this one, you know. And that's the exit. No, that's boarded up. Try this one. No, I think this is going to be how we do this. If it comes up with the thing saying unlock, we might be able to. If it doesn't, then we're not going to be able to. This is that. We don't need to go in there. That's not unlockable. That's not unlockable. Neither is that. No. At the post office? We don't have the key for the post office. That's locked. I'm just going around trying to get a bit of a gist of where things are. The town's a bit confusing. Number 9. The church. The church might be helpful. It's locked, but this is another one where I think not these flower pots. I know that there is flower pots with a key somewhere. Oh, there it is. Can't unlock that door from this side. So we want the church key. You want a church girl that go to church and read a Bible. Lots of Bibles. We can expect that. Scott was just a general handyman. Andrew Reed died 1995-ish, around about then. Okay. Well, that's interesting information to know, because that tells us roughly when the husband died, which we kind of could guess because the town's being sold. Matching worker, Andrew Reed's charred body found in burnt home. Oh no, I got Andrew. Andrew was the alcoholic. Servant, not the husband. Body discovered with third-degree burns. At around 11:25 p.m. last night, a fire broke out on 7 Blackpine Road, Painscreak. Andrew Reed, the owner of the house, was found deceased with third-degree burns from head to toe. He was seated on the couch in the living room next to the fireplace when the fire likely started. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined, but the sight of alcoholic bottles on the floor suggests the carpet may have been soaked and helped increase whatever set the fire off. According to possible witnesses, Andrew had been drunk last night when he was leaving Anne's courtyard and Inn and Suites. Police found bottles of empty vodka in the living room next to the fireplace. No foul play is detected at the moment. Andrew Reed, a gardener and handyman for the Roberts family, was more than 2 decades and has a wife and son who I'm assuming he has nothing to do with anymore. Or had nothing to do with. This is the confession. We can't... Can we open the confession booth? We can open the confession seat. Just not now. Okay. The confession seats can be opened, but not now. Bathroom. There's going to be something in one of these bathrooms. It will be worth checking the bathrooms eventually. We're in his house. I will stay at the cabin tonight. I don't need dinner, Scott. Yeah, because Scott is the pastor's adopted son. I'm assuming there's some weird bullshit going here, like maybe he's someone else in the town's actuals. Well, he's obviously someone's actual son, but maybe like he's being kept a secret. Assuming this is Scott's room. Unless the pastor was very into baseball. May 3rd, 1985. A diary. Father Matthew picked me up from the orphanage today. He said I'll be staying with him from now, and I can call him Dad if that's okay with me. On Monday, he will bring me to sign something. He says that after the signing, my name will not just Scott, but Scott Brooks. I'm glad I now have a home. Father Matthew brought me to the attic today. There were so many wooden toys and he made them all himself. He asked me to choose one that I liked. I chose the toy plane. It looks so cool. He says he can teach me carpentry when I'm a bit older. He even made a secret space for me in my room so I could put my special treasures inside. I love Father Matthew. The older boys are bullying me. They called me a bastard child and a weirdo. They said that's why my own parents didn't want me. What does bastard mean? Father Matthew says I should be patient, but they threw stones at me. Father Matthew cleaned my wounds. It's painful. Father Matthew told me to forgive and forget. He said that we don't know what they're doing. I like Father Matthew, but I hate the boys. Trisha defended me today. The boys walked away when she said her dad is going to catch them and put them in jail. I want to be like Trisha's father. I want to be the next Charles Roberts. That way no one will ever bully me. Derek is always there whenever Trisha invites me to play. He's 5 years older than me. He's like her bodyguard or something like that. He's really good at drawing. He gave me one of his drawings today. He says he only gives drawings to friends. I wish I could draw like him. Maybe I can make a wooden toy car for his next birthday. Okay, they mentioned a secret hidden spot. There we go. What date do we think, potentially? Oh, the lights in here fucking work. What day was the boy adopted? What day was Scott adopted? That seems most reasonable. 0604. We could try 0604 or 1985. 0604. Okay, 1985. Or maybe 0406. 4685. I'm trying to figure out what the what it could be. I'm really bad at these. There are some dates marked on the calendar. Packing day, moving out, meeting Trisha. Not sure. I feel like I should know this. I don't know. Maybe in another room or something. Don't know. Let's keep investigating the house for now. I was having a sip of my drink. Still nothing in the bathrooms. That's an odd painting for a religious person to have. I think that was of a Roman emperor. Previous photo of the previous pastor, Pastor Calvin. Some dates marked on the calendar. October 1995, choir practice for Sunday Mass, final court appearance, public baptism. Pick up. Photo of Matthew and Scott years ago. What is this for? I returned the tools back to the storage room. Okay, that's key for the storage room. Scott Brooks pleads not guilty to killing ex-mayor's wife, Vivian Roberts. The main murder suspect denies killing former employer. Scott Brooks, adopted son of Father Matthew Brooks in Painscreak Trinity Church, pled not guilty in court yesterday. According to Scott, he met with Vivian in the woods that night, but went home after their meeting and did not step out of his cabin for days. When he left her, Vivian was still alive. When asked why he met with Vivian. Scott's answer was that he met to discuss about personnel matters, and it was only between the two of them. Scott denied any further questioning, stating only that he had nothing to do with Vivian's murder, though whoever killed Vivian must have committed the crime after he had left. As to why Scott was at the cabin for days after Vivian was killed, Scott explained that he did not even know that Vivian had been murdered, stating that the cabin was just something he has always done. He feels at ease and at home. Scott is currently detained in the county jail. No bail has been set for his release at this point. And we need a number for that. I get the distinct feeling I'm going to need to come back to most of these places. So I should do quick but thorough run-throughs of most of them, and then come back to them once I know more. There was a storage room here, right? Yeah. We can do the storage room key. Okay. Scott's things. Oh, a Slim Jim! Yay, we needed that. We need that to like get into that car. We'll have to come back here because there's several things we just can't do. Okay, right, so I think we go to the car, we look in the car, then we go to the hospital. That sounds like a plan to me. Oh wait, we know the code for this. Oh. Well, we don't need to do that then. Slim Jim, Slim Jim. Slim Jim. No, Slim Jim not helpful. Sad face. Sad face. Slim Jim no help. Slim Jim no help. It cannot help us. In our time of need, it has abandoned us. Our Slimithan Jimithan. Seven. This is Andrew's. Let me... Was this key for Andrew's? No. It wasn't. Worth a try. We are going to need to come back in this way though. Well, we're opening up a lot more things. Okay. Let me in. Let me in. Yes. We're in. Oh fuck, that's blood. That's blood on his dash. That's not good. The investigation progress is slow. I've tried to reach people, but many of them have left Painscreak, and those who still remain are starting to move out. Found some evidence showing that things weren't as they seem. The media didn't have it right. And I need to interview some people who worked at the mansion. I've been too weary and haven't reached out yet. Matthew seems to be Scott's legal parent. Still won't talk to him yet. I have to visit St. Patrick's orphanage tomorrow. It's a day's drive from here. I know Scott found something there. There's something not quite right about all of this. Vivian married Charles in 1971. After the marriage, she became vice president of Robert's mining company. went into a slump after the mining accident in 73, but her resilience to not give up led to the rebuilding the company up from the ground. She supported local businesses, such as the Painscreak Community Hospital, to revitalise the small village. Looks like she was publicly very active. Too active. She was taken to Painscreak Community Hospital for an emergency operation in 1974. Tricia Roberts was born just before that. Vivian was hospitalised for a few months. She was reliant on Dr. Henry Johnson during that period. Do we potentially think that she was made infertile? Or that she was infertile? Or something? And that the daughter isn't hers? Security room 025241. Writing that down. Because codes I'm not going to remember, so I should write those down. 025241. Security in the mansion. To PI Steve Moss, I've come across your name through a close friend of mine. She highly recommended you, saying you were a person of integrity and very reliable investigator. So I would like for you to investigate the case which happened in 1995 in a town called Painscreak of the murder of Vivian Roberts. I was there when it happened. The body had been placed in front of the mansion gates for everyone to see. A few days later, Scott Brooks was apprehended as a suspect. However, there wasn't enough evidence, and he was soon released. 18 months later, the police found Vivian's case as unsolved. I've tried to forget everything, but I just can't. I simply want to know the truth. I've enclosed a copy of the threat letter that Vivian received the day she died. I hope it helps. For safety purposes, I would like to remain anonymous. At this time, I will give you the first payment in good faith that you will agree to my offer. When the case is solved, I will pass you the rest of the payment. I know what you did. Meet me by the well at midnight. You know which one. Come alone. Stephen Moss. There's his ID card. The secret lies with her. Who is she? Okay. Whoever she is knows more about what's going on. What street is this again? This is Black Pine. I want to go to the hospital, so yeah, we want to continue down this road, basically. Now is as good a time as any, basically, to... now is as good a time as any to investigate the big buildings. Get them out of the way. And that way we can investigate some of the smaller stuff once we know where we're supposed to be going. Okay. Not really an area outside to look at, so we'll just be going straight into the building from the looks of it. The sign-in sheet. Matthew Brooks was in to visit Tricia several times. He lived at 46 Silver Lake Boulevard. Okay. Any more? No, nothing on there. I get the feeling that there's going to be a lot of notes that give us nothing. In the hospital. If Father Matthew forgets his key, place it under the flower pot next to the church. Oh, we already knew that. We got that note from the mansion. Wanda T was in 102, Teresa was in 201, and Trisha was in 203. Okay. Do we think maybe Trisha was pregnant? I'm trying to think of what... I'm trying to pre-guess the twists. $1964. This medal says 1964 on it. I'm not sure what that's for though. I want to stay on this floor to begin with. Nothing in the bathroom. Nothing in the other bathroom. Room 102. Who is this? Derek visits me every day. Sometimes he smuggles snacks in that I like, knowing that I would never get them from the nurses. Other times he brings me flowers. They smell so wonderful. He knows that I love scents and sensibility. He reads me a chapter or two every time he's here. If he doesn't have to drive Charles for a few days, he stays past visiting hours and sleeps on the armchair, taking to my needs during the night and gives me the nurses a break. He's such a good kid. My hair's falling off more now. I really don't like chemotherapy sessions. They make me throw up afterwards. Every time Derek visits me, it pains me to see him holding back his tears. I want to comfort him, saying that I'm getting better, but my appearance betrays me. Sometimes I wonder if my life had any meaning at all. Having mostly worked my whole life for the Roberts family, what will people say at my funeral? Will Derek think of me as a mother who was always there for him? I could have done so much more, if only there was more time. Oh, that's sad. The nurse's station. Map! Yay! That's mostly what I was looking for, because a map's going to be very helpful. Just going to have another sip. Anything else in here? Oh, Wanda's keys. Maureen, Lisa, Catherine, Susan. Okay. No, we've been in there. Let's have a look for other rooms. Oh, what's this room? Emergency centre. I can't expect to find Oh, Henry Johnson's card. Why would that still be there? Don't know. Because he died. See, that's the thing about these kinds of games. You have to give up your suspension of disbelief a little bit. Because why would a dead man's card, who died years before the hospital closed, still be in the hospital? That scared the shit out of me. The lights all turned off on their own. That scared the shit out of me. Yeah, my heart started beating really fast. That was scary. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. That was scary. I know, I was all serious, and then all of a sudden, fucking the lights went off, and that scared the shit out of me. That's like the #1 way to scare me, is turn the lights, all of the lights off at once. I hate that shit. They know how to scare the fuck out of me in horror games like this. Anything in this kitchen? I'm just trying to, like... It's hard, because there's a lot of rooms in this building where there's just nothing. And I get it's for ambience, but at the same time, a little bit annoying that there's so much with nothing in here. Right, upstairs time. Nothing, and a lot of these are also locked. What have we currently got? I think I might be missing something because I think I saw a key and didn't pick it up. Yeah, I did. I saw that and then shut the drawer and forgot about it. Okay, we've got that now. Let's see what that actually is. Medical record room. Okay. Where is the medical record room? Is that on this floor? Medical records. Here we go. Just because I want to do this bottom floor before I move upstairs, really. It would be helpful to me.
Hello again, Miss Roberts. How are you doing?
Oh, a note.
What should we talk about today? The nurses have notified me that you haven't been eating your meals.
So
Is there
Mrs.
something wrong
Roberts
with
is... It's not saying which Miss Roberts,
you know
though.
that currently this is a rough time for you. Your father has been asking for you.
Oh, it's
He wants to
Trisha.
know if he can talk to you.
So Trisha doesn't want to talk to Daddy. Carl Thornton. Um, 8 Silver Lake Boulevard. He had a stroke or a head injury. 13 Town Centre Road. And this is Marlon Fox, Rebecca Hunter, 22 Black Spine Road. She had a seizure and a blackout. James Comley. Bron Ramsey, Andrew Reed, Jason Gomez. It's not telling us anything massively important, I don't think. This is just... These just seem like world building information rather than like anything that's actually helpful. So can somebody let Catherine know that I found her missing pin and I placed it in one of the drawers of the lobby? If she's wondering, I found it in the basement storage. She needs to take better care of her things. We found that pin already. That's the pin that had the number date on it. Actually, what was the number code? It was 1964, wasn't it? So is that maybe Catherine's? Like, is this maybe going to let us get in here? 1964, yeah. And her logbook. Oh, this is kind of hard to read. Right, let me... Glasses on. Norma Jefferson was admitted to PCH at 10:24 a.m. Her son found her on the side of the bed and immediately called us. We tried to reach Dr. Johnson, but we were not able to. After the third try, we gave up and called Dr. Schneider, who was not supposed to be on duty. This is the third time we've failed to reach Dr. Johnson. He's never been unreachable this many times before. That's because he's dead. Susan has been sick 3 days in a row, with Catherine calling in sick at least... sick the last moment. Tonight's staff will be extremely short-handed. I've agreed to do double shifts this weekend. It's unfortunate that an 8-year-old Timothy Scott drowned. Rumour was that he was trying to retrieve his toy and lost his grip. He was alone while everyone else was playing in the playground. His body was found 3 hours later in the river, near the hunting cabin. I was at the end of the hallway when I saw a young lady standing outside Dr. Johnson's office. It was 11:15 p.m, and the visiting hours were over. I called out to her, she turned to me, and promptly walked away. I couldn't be exactly sure, but I thought she looked drenched. I looked out the window. It wasn't raining. I don't think we can do anything else there because the power is off. I think we've got to turn the power back on. So maybe an upstairs? Or maybe not? Let's try upstairs and try all the rooms we can. What room is this? 206. Is Heaven Real? A definitive book in answering the reality of the afterlife and spirituality. Bathroom's locked. This looks like the palliative care ward. Potentially. Where they... Oh, that milk would be really bad. That milk would be very bad. And so would all of this medication. Pretty much everything here would be off. Oh, a child. Dear Hannah, I heard from my mum that you are not feeling well and have had to go to the hospital from now on, have to be in the hospital from now on. So I wrote this letter to say I'm really sorry for what I said to you last time. I just wanted our time capsule to be perfect. When you get better, you can put anything you want in our time capsule and you can decide where we should bury it, I promise. I really hope you get well soon. I miss you. Please write back to me. You can pass your letter to my mum. She works in the hospital as a nurse. Nicole. Dear Nicole, I was glad when I got your letter. I'm sorry too. And thank you for letting me choose where we bury our time capsule. I have a few ideas in my mind that I want to pick one for me. The playground, behind the camping cabin, the cemetery. Oh, poor kid. That was blood, and I'm assuming that it's not for nefarious reasons. I'm assuming she probably just had, like... that's really sad. Was this is the direction we were going, isn't it? Nothing in this room. What? We don't have any keys to any rooms at the moment. A gym? This is actually a really nice gym for a hospital. Like, the physio area in this hospital is fucking good. They've got the, like, little steppy, incliney things. They're, like, helping you walk in a straight line things. There's bars on all of the wall, on most of the walls. Little treadmills. Yeah, this is decent, actually. Good for them. I think they randomly populate the cupboards, because why is there cereal in every cupboard? There should not be cereal in these cupboards. That makes no sense. What other area can we go look at in here? No, I think we're done with the hospital. I think that's the only... Oh no, maybe upstairs? Oh, the roof. Yeah, we can have a look at the roof. A broken ledge. Someone can fall and die. That was odd for our character to point out. That was suspicious. That was suspicious of our character to point out. We're done with the hospital for now anyway. Like... That was suspicious. I don't trust that. Are we gonna push someone off a roof? Or is someone gonna push us off of a roof? Right, we're gonna do one last area and then we'll call it there for today. 2-hour stream today sounds like a plan. Considering I'm not, I'm still really tired. I think I know the code to Scott's safe in the church. I think I just didn't put it together in my head. Like, I think I know it, I think I just didn't associate it in my brain. So I'm gonna do that. Because I'm pretty sure we know it. I'm pretty sure it's actually the date that was on the toy plane. And the date was May 3rd, I think. which makes it 5-3. Let's have another look. Yeah, 5-3-85. Let's try that. 5-3-85. Yeah. A baseball. Signed by someone. Let's meet at our secret hideout at 5 p.m. Code change to 8831. 8831. Trish code. Oh, that's the code for another code for the mansion. So we've got 2 codes for the mansion now. Just got 1 more to find. Mr. Peterson passed away at the age of 81. Everyone attended his funeral today. He was buried next to Mrs. Peterson. The population of Painscreak is decreasing. Old people are dying and young people aren't coming back after college. Will I stay in Painscreak till I'm old, and will I die like Mr. Peterson? Will there be anyone left at that point? Trisha talks a lot to me recently. I feel comfortable whenever she's around. I can be myself in front of her. She makes me happy. Father Matthew tells me that it's important to have goals in life. I wonder what a life goal I should have. I wonder what Father Matthew's goal is. It's been a few months since Derek got hired by Trisha's dad to be the mansion driver. He gets to travel around the world now. I envy him. I want to work too, so that I can buy something nice for Trisha. There's a secret room in the mansion? I can't believe it. I can't wait till Saturday to explore it with Trisha. Oh, that's got to be the painting thing that we read about earlier. What else? What other keys do we have? Wanda Taylor. A house entrance key. And the key to that old lady's house. Okay. Well, that's pretty much all we needed from in here. Like, there was nothing else in this building we needed. I was just going to get that so that we can go back to the mansion and try and use some of these codes that we've been given. Where's the mansion from the church? Just down the road. Okay, we can do that. We have time for that. And then up we go. You know, I'm glad that they make me run so fast, because otherwise this would take fucking ages. Okay, first code we've got to do is the security code, and then we've got to do the outdoor code. Is this the security room? 025241. No, it's not. That's not a big enough code. Was security upstairs? I think it might have been. Where were you, security? I remember. There we go. The security office. Um. 025 241. Nice. Employee information. Bernard Hopkins, November 15th, 1944, 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. Okay. Derek Taylor, 43 Silver Lake. Just nothing important here. 43 Silver Lake is Wanda Tyler, obviously Derek's mum. Currently hospitalised, she will resume her work when discharged. Andrew Reed, hardworking and trusted by Vivian Roberts. He was the just general do-it-all man. Longest had employee at the Roberts family is Dorothy Patterson, 40 Black Pine. Mary Martinez previously worked at Moon Cafe. 1973. Hired 1993. Okay. Can't do anything with any of these tapes, can we? Logbook? Someone ran through the garden last night. A man about 5'5" wearing a hooded sweater. Climbed the fence wall into the garden. He proceeded to run into the backyard and jumped over the back wall. A new stack of VHS tapes has arrived. Please use the new tapes instead of recording over existing ones. I came across a note by Magdalene Roberts stuck between one of the old logbooks. It was requesting a search of a missing security tape dated June 28th, 1975. Seems the tape was never found. We have a new security guard coming in today. His name is Samuel Green. Tom Parker will be his mentor and get him up to speed. Andrew came back to the mansion at around 11. He was very drunk. Scott was called. He arrived around 11:15 and brought Andrew home. Today marks Tom Parker's 20th year since he started work at the mansion. He will be retiring from his position next month to take care of his ailing wife. There's a strange tale going around painscreak recently. Stephanie, a 6-year-old girl, got lost during Halloween. Apparently she followed some fireflies in the woods and could not get back home. Her parents called the sheriff. They conducted a search but could not find her. 2 hours later, Stephanie got home safe and sound. When she asked how she found her way back, Stephanie said a young lady found her crying and brought her back. She didn't know the lady's name, but remembered her being pretty and having long black hair. She was wearing a black dress, similar to what the mansion maids wear at work. The strange thing is that when I asked around, all the maids said they were working that evening. Oh, keys! Yay! Key to Trisha's room, key to the nanny's room, key to the tea room. Matt. We're at security, that's Dorothy's room. I think this is Dorothy's room key. No. Is this Dorothy's room key? Yes, it is. So she's quite religious. The diary. I can't believe that Andrew tried to kill himself again. Thank God for Scott. I cannot imagine what would have happened if Scott hadn't been there to save him. Andrew was never like this when Laura and Daniel were here. Even as his wife, I doubt Laura had any idea why Andrew turned out this way. I can't blame her for leaving him and taking their son. I wonder if they contacted each other since then. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He seemed different. He looked calm, as if he had somehow managed to find peace within himself. The attending nurse said Scott has been there almost every day, taking care of him and being with him. Andrew's been talking a lot with Scott. Andrew told me he's ready to see Laura and Daniel again. I'm glad to hear that. I should call Laura and tell her the good news. Scott came by to fix my leaking sink today. He did a wonderful job. I offered him tea and we talked quite a bit. Mostly about Charles and Vivian. I showed him my old photo album. To my surprise, Scott became very quiet. He asked me if he could borrow one of the photographs. I don't see why not. Oh, congratulations, Car! I will sort it out post-stream. Actually, no, can I do it now? No, I can't. I have to do it post-stream. Damn, that's annoying. Congratulations on getting all the points, though. I did set that ridiculously high, and you've done a really good job. It's ironic that Andrew died shortly after being saved. I met Laura and Daniel at Andrew's funeral today. Daniel reminded me of Andrew. Can't believe he's already 15 years old. Last I saw him, he was only 7. Laura said Andrew had been sending him money these last few years. She'd been considering to return to Painscreak so that they could be together again. If only I had called Laura before the fire accident. I feel so sorry for them. Photo of Dorothy and Trisha. Years ago. What else is in here? Another diary. There's a newly hired maid named Sophia. I think Matthew recommended her, saying she's a cousin. She's very pretty. She has very good manners. She's a quick learner too, and does whatever she's told to do. She's very eager, asking a lot on what she should do, how she should act when Charles and Vivian are present, and how to be perfect at her job. I like her already. The guys delivering food to the mansion are gawking at Sophia, as if they've never seen a pretty girl before. I had to ask Sophia to go back in the house, otherwise someone might have funny ideas. Her uniform needs a little more cover. Matthew sometimes comes over and checks to see if Sophia is doing okay. I tell him he's worrying too much, that Sophia is loved by all. Matthew seems pleased every time I say this. If I didn't know better, I think Matthew liked her. It rained heavily today. Sophia and I were having our tea break when she asked me, "What does it feel to be loved?" I said, "Well, it's like the feeling you get when you're with your parents." She was quiet for a moment and then replied, "It's hard for me to imagine because I don't have parents." I didn't know what to say to her at that time, but after the break was over, I decided to make an effort to care for her more. Right, so Sophia, my going guess is that Sophia is who the husband knocks up. Because I'm pretty sure we don't hear mention of her ever again after this point. Like, we've not heard any mention of her. In, like, any of the more recent notes, Sophia is never brought up. So that tells me that maybe something quite bad happened to Sophia. And that's quite sad, because she seems like she was probably lovely. This has got to be Trisha's room, right? I just want to do these last couple rooms for the night. No? Is that not the room I thought it was? Where are we? That's the bathroom, the maid room, and the guest room. Oh, Trisha's room is on the other side. Okay, that makes sense. this is Trisha's room. Oh, I like the wallpaper. I wouldn't have it, but for the time, that's pretty decent. Looks like a cabin key. Ah, okay, we've got more things opening up. Scott's a strange kid, very quiet. I don't think he is right for the other boys to bully him and call him names. I wonder why Scott's parents didn't want him. I don't like after-school programs, especially ballet. It's difficult and boring, and I hate proper etiquette. What's wrong with being myself? I don't need to be like Mum. I haven't seen Dad for a while. I wonder when he'll be back. Every time I enter the study room, I can smell his tobacco smell. It's the perfect reminder when he's gone for so long. I miss Dad. Mum's always working. She's so busy with other people that she has no time for me. Sometimes I wonder if Mum loves me. Maybe I should call Dorothy Mother instead. Security room 44871. Study is 44871. We are just finding codes upon codes upon codes. Just infinite codes. Right, where was the other key was for the tea room. So the tea room is, as far as I can tell, possibly this one. And then that's the last mansion key we already have, other than the shed outside. Nelson and Brown investigation. Investigation on Painscreak Community Hospital donation funds. Miss Vivian Roberts. Our latest investigation shows that Dr. Henry Johnson has been embezzling funds from the Roberts Relief Foundation. He's sending a portioned amount to an offshore private account under the name Jefferson Investments, LLC. Every 5th of the month, an exact amount of $9,990 is being transferred, supposedly for the payment of medical supplies and equipment. However, neither the equipment nor the medical supplies could be accounted for. This has been going on for the past 16 months. As of now, the total amount embezzled nears $160,000. Sincerely, Roland Brown. It's a bunch of hate mail stored in here. How does it feel to ruin the lives of many? You costed me my job, you heartless witch. You don't deserve to live. Oh. A key with an exquisite design. Vivian Roberts' diary. Charles is running for election. I've talked to Wilson and Edwards and they have both agreed to support us. I don't think they're doing this solely to gain business benefits, rather they believe in Charles. The support will help boost morale for our party. It's our anniversary today. Charles invited me to my favourite restaurant. It was a complete surprise and I was so happy. I thought he might have forgotten. After dinner, we spent the rest of the evening walking along the beach. We talked as if we were teenagers in love. I could not remember the last time I felt this carefree. Magdalene is coming. What should I do? She's always asking when we'll be having kids. I don't think I'm ready yet. Not when I'm still recovering from the miscarriage. I fucking called it. I called that shit. Edward was called today and tried to push me in favour of a business agreement that we discussed months ago. I rejected his request since it will breach the trust agreement between our companies. I didn't expect him to threaten me by backing out from supporting Charles. If that'll happen, so be it. I would rather lose his support than make deals with people with no integrity. Oh, we've got to find a thing for the clock. Okay, we have no idea what the fancy key is for. Let's go back downstairs, open the shed, and then might call it a day there. Oh no, because we've got the security room key. Okay, no, we've got a couple more things I want to do before we call it a day. I thought we were at a better place to end than we were. There's still some... I think we want to try and reach a dead end before we finish. Cigars. Just your typical rich man shit. First floor. Fair. Now we have another map. What are these? We're missing a book on this shelf. Those look suspiciously like hinges to me. Right. Does that look like that to anyone else? Like those little squares in the bottom of those two cabinets look like maybe hinges. Like hidden hinges. Dear Charles Roberts, Vivian's situation is currently stabilising. She has accepted the fact that she cannot conceive anymore. However, she needs time to fully recover. A 6-month rehabilitation is necessary. Your presence at the hospital has been noted to upset her. This only helps prolong her recovery. I'm suggesting that you try to refrain from visiting your wife until she's in a better state to receive you. Your mother's desire for a boy to put an heir to your family has caused tremendous strain on her. Please consider addressing this issue with your mother. Painscreak Community Hospital regards a patient's recovery as the highest priority. Our staff will do the very best to help Vivian. I apologise for any inconvenience this may cause you. So he was an asshole. We kind of figured that already, but the confirmation doesn't hurt. Use... There we go. Oh, we need another code. That's going to be a comeback to that, I think. We're reaching dead ends. We're getting to dead ends. Shed. Shed, 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 shed. 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 Right. 8831. I want to bet maybe the boy, the Stephen, I think is the maid's son, making him the illegitimate child. 1 7 attic key. My diary. I like being with Scott. It's Scott, not Stephen. I can be myself in front of him. He doesn't judge me or tell me what to do. He cares about what I think. It makes me happy. Scott and I have decided to have our own secret hideout. It'll be really fun. Men won't know that we're secretly meeting. I'm so glad that Scott is now working at the mansion, although having Andrew as his supervisor is probably not the best idea. He's drunk all the time. I don't want him to influence Scott in a bad way. Scott has to work the garden the whole day after that. He has some errands to do. I guess I won't be meeting today. I miss him already. I wanted to learn photography, so Mum hired Oliver to be my tutor. At first I thought he would be too old to teach, plus his techniques are probably too ancient. But when he came, I was surprised he was a very humble person. Despite our age differences, we talked for hours. I felt comfortable around him. Then he showed me the photos he took. They were beautiful. And it was around this point that I figured out that Oliver is perfect as a tutor, that I shouldn't have been so quick to judge the old man. I'm glad Oliver is my teacher. Scott has finally finished moving his stuff to the cabin. Winter's coming. It'll be extremely cold in the cabin. The fireplace should help. Maybe I should knit a scarf for Scott? I think I'll visit him today. Okay. Oliver from this photo lab borrowed a shovel and a wrench. We have extras, so I told him he could keep the tools until he was done with them. Okay, I'm going to save and quit for today, because otherwise I think we're at a good point. Next episode we'll go up into the attic. You can only save by like entering a new area, so that's why I'm doing this. Yeah, next episode we'll go up into the attic and have a look what's in there. We'll try and figure out another way into the hospital to see if there's like... Oh, I could have just saved and quit. Oh, ditto. But yeah, we'll see. We'll go into the attic, we'll continue that plot thread. We'll see if there's another way into the hospital to get into some of the other bits. And then we'll call it a day. No? What am I talking about? I lost my train of thought and just started talking gibberish. Right, that's how you can tell I should go to bed. Who is currently streaming? Oh, Berry is streaming! We've not raided Berry! Yeah! I haven't seen Berry stream in fucking ages. Right. Here is the raid message for everyone. We are going to raid Berry Bouquet. They've been a good friend to like me and all the other spooky girls. So everyone be nice. They're playing Peek with someone else. I didn't see who. So I hope you all have fun with the new cannibalism update. And I will see you all tomorrow for Crash Bandicoot. Good night.